right, I have my coffee that I'm pretty sure I just spilled, but we are set and ready to go. For anyone who's wondering, I always like to sit down and have a coffee when I do my Will I Buy It's, and I'm someone who tends to save leftover coffee from the day before and just make an iced coffee the next day, and so that's what you saw me do. I had some extra coffee from this morning and then also from yesterday that I put together to make my cup of coffee for today. Nothing fancy, added a little chocolate because I saw Stephanie Harlow, who's my inspiration for these little intro videos, to do them and put them in here. She always adds a little bit of chocolate syrup to her coffee, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea, and I did it, and I'm like, wow. It tastes kind of reminiscent of a hot chocolate, and since I can't have hot chocolate because I try to stay relatively dairy-free because it bothers my kiddos when I'm breastfeeding, it's a very nice little change of pace when it comes to coffee to have a little chocolate in there, have a little like iced hot chocolate. I enjoy it. But anyway, today, as you guys saw from the title and as you guys can see from the intro, we're going to do a Will I Buy. It has been a long time and oh my goodness, I have saved so many makeup products in my Will I Buy It folder on Instagram. I know I'm not going to get through them all, but per usual, I'm going to try and get through as many as I can. And if you're new to my Will I Buy It, I was inspired by these lovely ladies here. They are the ladies who inspired me to do this Will I Buy It series on my channel, and I love to focus a little more on indie, and I've gotten a lot of feedback on my videos saying you guys would prefer if I focus on indie since not as many people will feature them, though I will say Angelica and Amy both do indie Will I Buy It's as well. So if you enjoy my content, if you want to hear more indie Will I Buy It new makeup releases, check out their channels. They post weekly or every other week and talk all about pretty much new indie makeup. And also Leora, I'll leave her link down below. She does like 45-minute long Will I Buy It. So if you like longer ones than I can give you, definitely check out Leora. They're like 45 minutes to an hour. Absolutely love them. And I just wanted to shout that out because I've had a couple people leave comments saying, oh, I wish it was longer, and I just can't right now. It's just really hard for me to film for more than about 30 minutes right now, so that's why I kind of give me that time frame so that I can make sure I can finish the video before I am needed, before anyone wakes up. But maybe one day after Levi kind of grows out of this phase, if I'm still not pregnant, don't have a newborn, maybe we can make these longer. But for now, I'm going to keep it around 20 minutes of actually talking about the Will I Buy It's, which let's go ahead and do my Instagram shout out before we kind of jump right into setting my timer. And for today, my Instagram shout out is going to go to She is Shamari. I think that's how you break up her username. I wish I could pronounce your name, but I know I'm not going to do it justice, so I'll just leave it here. But She is Shamari, you are my Instagram shout out for today. Thank you so much for leaving such a sweet comment on my most recent post and just interacting with my content over on Instagram. I really do appreciate it. And per usual, if you want a chance to be featured at the beginning of my videos, all you have to be doing is following me on Instagram. I'm LadyKatie92. Interact with my content as it goes up, and I randomly select someone when I sit down to film. So now let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm gonna scoot over so I can put my screen recording and we can start talking about some new makeup releases that have caught my eye. All right, and for my Will I Buy It's, I'm gonna set it to 20 minutes because that's a pretty good time. That'll make my video around 25 minutes, which is my preference. It's what I'm able to edit in a timely manner. So let's go ahead and click start. And we're gonna go to the very first thing that I had pinned here, and it is from Suva Beauty. They are finally coming out with Hydra UV Liner Palettes. Now, Suva Beauty is very well known. I feel like it's the first product I know I've ever heard about them, but the first product that they launched and became popular for were their water activated liners, and they're finally putting it into a palette, which I feel like I've heard a lot of people asking them for over the years, and they are finally doing them. I believe they are $30 each, and they have 5 brand new colors, which is intriguing. But if you guys didn't know, I just recently bought the Midas palette, and this is their neon. They also have a pastel one. So this one comes with 8, and I believe it retails for $36. You can use a 20% off coupon to get it cheaper. I have a coupon if you want it, but I have this, and because it has the white in there, I can make pastels with it. So I feel like now that I have this, I really don't need to be shopping anywhere else. So I'm going to be passing on this, but I was definitely very intrigued. And if this had come out before Midas's one, I probably would have bought one just because I have been intrigued to try water activated liners for so long. I probably would have got it because I have been curious to try Suva, but not to say that they're too late to the game, but for me personally, they're too late because I did already purchase one. Okay, moving right along, I got tagged in this picture, which is from Z's Cosmetics, which is brand new to me, but they have really pretty products. Like, this is the palette. Color Story, not up my alley, but if you look at like the embellishing or like the pressing they do into the pan, and then the palette itself, it's really very beautiful. This looks like a collab with the British Museum. It was very beautifully done. I was flipping through all this and just going, wow, that is beautiful. These palettes here are honestly a little more up my alley. This looks like it has a pressed glitter, maybe? I'm not sure. Just so beautiful. This one, honestly, out of the two, I feel like grabs me more. It's more neutral, but I've just been in that warm kick recently. I don't know. They're all very pretty. Very pretty. Have you heard of this brand? I'd love to get some more information. Like I said, I just noticed today that I was tagged in this picture from Motivate the Earth, sorry. Motivate the Earth, who I'm following. They're relatively new to me, but they did tag me in this picture, and I just couldn't get over how beautiful these palettes are. So if you have heard of this brand, let me know. It's available September 25th. I don't have any prices for you, but they're beautiful. Like, they did a fantastic job with the designing of the outside packaging, the presentation of the pans inside, the way they, you know, put everything together. Like, even these, like this little checkerboard, I have no idea what it is or how I could use a shadow that's like checkered white and red, but it's pretty. Okay, I have a couple brands to share with you guys of like new brands that are coming out with lashes, and the people that are starting it are people I know, so I was very excited. This is Sonadora. I know the lady who, or not know, I shouldn't say, but I know of her in the whole beauty community. I've been following her on Instagram for a while. She has a YouTube channel, and she just recently launched these lashes. I don't know if she has kind of like a card showing all of them, but I was really excited for it. I think it's awesome. You know, whenever a new business starts, I always get so excited for them. She's absolutely stunning, and all her lashes look so very pretty. I'm trying to see, they're 3D, 100% cotton band. They're luxury mink lashes, reusable up to 20 times. I was trying to see if she mentions a price on here. I did not get the price, but the lashes are really pretty. They're definitely a lot more bold, I feel like, than, I mean, she's got some, you know, less intense ones. Like this baby girl I could see myself using, still a little long, but she got some dramatic ones too. But I just wanted to shout her out here. If you guys didn't know, if you're looking for a new indie brand of lashes to try and you're curious, I would definitely say check her out. So huge congratulations on her for starting her brand. And then also another congratulations goes to Angela Bright. I've been following her YouTube channel forever. I love her tutorials. They're absolutely amazing. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking so fast. I'm sorry. Taking a sip to calm myself down. But Angela Bright, I've been following her for so long, and she does amazing tutorials. If you don't know her, I'll leave her link down below. Highly recommend you check her out. But she is coming out with lashes too, and she's starting out with 6 pairs. I was very tempted to get a pair because I just feel like I will really like them, because anytime she wears lashes, I always like how they look. They sit very close to the band, so for her to put her stamp of approval means a lot, and I'm very curious. I think this is the lash style. I don't know what it's called, but that's the lash style I'm most interested in. They're $10 each. They're 100% cruelty free. The lashes are synthetic, and that's another reason I'm very curious to try, because I feel like synthetic, I tend to, maybe, I don't know if it's synthetic, but there are certain type of band that or lashes that I don't like because they're so shiny and stiff and they just look so fake. So I'd be curious to try this because she says that they, you know, don't have that synthetic look to them, which I'm very intrigued. So honestly, I might pick up a pair because, like I said, that looks really nice, but I don't know. I don't need lashes. That's why I haven't bought any lashes yet, but since I've been following Angela for so long and I've learned so much through her tutorials, I'm very tempted. And then also, as I said, I'm just very curious to see how they are going to feel and how they're going to look on the eyes, and if they'll have that kind of plasticky fake look to them. So Angela Bright, huge congratulations. Definitely check her out. I should go to her Instagram page. She just, I think yesterday, launched her video sharing about the brand and showing all the lashes, and those are the 6 lashes that she is starting with. So huge congratulations. Also, Makeup Angel 23 has launched a brand as well, and it's called Zenith. I know I'm butchering that, and I'm so sorry, but she has launched a brand, and she started with lashes, as you guys saw in the pin post. She started with these 3 lashes, and you can get all 3 styles for $25. I didn't pick up any of them just because the band and the style isn't exactly mine. Angie definitely goes for a little bit more voluminous and like intense of a lash than I typically go for. Like, she can wear the lashes that I put on, and I just feel ridiculous. So just looking at them here on her lashes, I feel like these aren't for me yet, but I'm definitely going to keep looking and, you know, checking out her brand and seeing what else she comes up with. And she also has lip glosses. I'm not a huge lip gloss fan, so another reason I didn't pick them up, but these are the lip glosses that she came out with. Put tons of glitter in them. If you go to her page, you can see like little videos of her demoing the lashes and the lipstick. Oh, and she also has a loose highlighter. I'm not into loose highlighters, so that's another reason I didn't get it. But yeah, there's one of her lip glosses. You can see it in action. But yeah, definitely check out her brand. Huge congratulations to her as well. It's just been neat to see all of these brands starting out, and I just want to give them a little bit of a shout out. Not that I have that big of an audience, but if you're new to their brand or new to them as influencers, now you can hear about them. Next up, Playing in Makeup by Yolanda. I feel like I'm always talking about a brand in my Will I Buys because I'm always wanting to try them, but I just haven't bit the bullet yet. But she's collaborating with Beats by Deb and I think this is the palette that I'm finally going to bite the bullet and try her products out or try her formula out. This palette is really pretty. I like the mix of the greens, the blues, and the reds. There's a nice mix of bright colors along with deep colors. I feel like there might be a little bit too deep colors for me, but there's also shimmers in there. I don't know. There's just something about this palette that I'm very intrigued. So I would say all of this side I am totally down for. And then on this side, I like the blues and even the dark purples. It looks like it has two blacks though. Maybe that's a black and a brown. I don't know. I am very curious. Let me know if you guys would like to see me review this palette on my channel, and that'll help kind of sway me and decide if I get this or not. Like I said, I like a vast majority of this palette, so I feel like that right there, since I like so much of it. Yes, it's a big palette, and I don't like to get big palettes, but I really want to try Playing in Makeup by Yolanda, so I'm making exceptions this year when it comes to big palettes because I feel like I've bought a lot of big palettes. Oh, and then they also are, Playing in Makeup by Yolanda is also launching lip glosses, matte lipsticks, and lip liners. Ooh, I noticed it because I pinned it, but I had forgotten about it. We don't have any details yet, but that is coming, so maybe I could pick that up at the same time. Moving on, P. Louise is launching another palette, which I'm like kind of shocked because she just dropped the Worldy palette, but this is a sneak peek, so it's not dropping yet, but this is a sneak peek of a future palette, and I'm not really into it. Like, not only is it just a large palette, you know, eyeshadow wise, like that's a lot of eyeshadow in there, and not only is it very neutral leaning palette, like it's nice for a staple palette, but it's very neutral leaning. But knowing P. Louise, this thing is going to be a mammoth of a palette. Like, it's going to be huge. It could probably, you know, double as like your makeup desk. Like, that's how large I'm envisioning this, just because I know how large the Worldy palette is, and this palette looks so much bigger. So for all those reasons, I'm like, yeah, nope, I'm gonna pass on this one. Okay, next up is a new brand to me. This is Mula Cosmetics, I believe, but this brand just struck me as being so very pretty. Like, these lipsticks are just very pretty. Everything about this brand, this palette, I'm not crazy about the color story, but it's just a pretty palette. Here's the swatches. While I'm not into the color story, I can appreciate how pretty it is. And I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to trying it. I'm just not, it doesn't get me excited. I think it's a pretty color story, especially when we're talking about like a neutral palette. I like this. It looks kind of like, can I zoom? Duochrome in the middle there. That looks really pretty. And like I said, the packaging is just kind of what struck me as being very pretty. They're from Italy. This is an Italian brand. But I don't know, I just stumbled across this. I can't even remember where or how. And I just saw the lipstick packaging and then the palette packaging. And I was just like, oh, that's pretty. So let me know if you've heard of this brand or if this is new to you as well. But they're definitely on my radar now. Pop Beauty just sneaked this. I haven't really seen it anywhere except in this sponsored post on Instagram, but look at this palette. It's called the this Light Show Eye Palette. Popportunities is what they call their palettes. It's the Light Show Eye Palette and Fire, but this palette just makes me think of like the Flower Beauty palette, and honestly just a little bit of the extra spicy, very toned down, but I'm intrigued. I shouldn't say occasionally, one time I got PR from Pop Beauty, so if I get another package, if I get this, this is a palette I would try if they did send it to me, because enough of the palette interests me, and I'm curious to see if they could give me color, or if these colors that I see here are just going to be a wash of color, because I don't really like a wash of color when it comes to color. But anyway, all I have to say, if they send it to me, very intrigued, I'll try it out, but I figured I would share with you guys here in today's video. Oh yeah, Laneige came out with lip sleeping masks in different colors or like flavors. I still have the original. I just don't think it does that much, so I never pay that much money to repurchase it. Let's see, Shop JK Cosmetics. This color story is really pretty. Honestly, the color that stands out to me is, I think, this one called Cheer. That dirty gold, that's pretty. But as a whole, like looking at everything, I'm not as crazy about it. Like, it's pretty, I like it, but I'm just not over the moon excited for it. But I figured I would share it here. Moving on, Lorac Cosmetics is coming out with 3 palettes for holiday season, and all 3 palettes look exactly the same. I mean, they're not exactly the same. I know they're different, but it's like, couldn't you could have done 2 neutral palettes and just give 1 colorful palette. Like, I really want to see Lorac try to do a little bit more color, and not even bold, bright, like intense colors, because they do have that neon palette, but just more color. Like, I feel like all of their palettes, if you have one, you have all of them, and I have more than one, so I don't need any of these, but it's pretty. I figured I would shout it out. I love Lorac as a brand, but it's like, come on, Lorac, please come out with something that I can actually get excited for and actually buy, because all their palettes are just, you know, kind of like the same story, the same color story retold many, many times. Oh, Lawless also launched a collection. The owner just had a baby, which is so very exciting, and she launched this little kind of like extension. I don't think it's anything huge if I remember correctly. They have a small eyeshadow palette and a satin and Satin Luxe Lipstick in Baby. I think those are the only two that are launching, but this little palette is really cute. If I was more into pinks and mauves, I would probably get it because I've always been intrigued to try Lawless. I just haven't bit the bullet yet, but overall very cute collection, very sweet, and I like that they themed it around the owner having a baby. That's really, really cute, and a huge congratulations to her. Oh, M Cosmetics is coming out with the palette, and I am so excited. I cannot wait to see more about this. This color story, though, has me intrigued, and it's two palettes. If you're looking at this picture a little bit like, whoa, that's a lot, it's two palettes. She's gonna have a light palette and a dark palette, and I am all eyes on the dark palette because this intense color story, it's really, really pretty. And I like how she did the light and dark. I think that's a neat idea, and that gives you options, especially, you know, not even just light and dark when we're talking about skin tone, but some people just prefer softer, lighter colors, and some people prefer more intense colors. So I really like that brands, at least indie brands, more indie brands I'm starting to see do that. I think that's a really, really, really neat thing to offer to your customers, that customization of what you want in a color story. But I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I have talked about M Cosmetics on my channel before. I've reviewed their products. I'll leave it linked up here. Their matte formula is amazing. So knowing how much I love the matte formula and like seeing all of the colors for that deep side, like look at that yellow. I'm eyeing this palette. I will give you guys more information as I have it, but as of right now, all I know that this palette is coming and I'm excited. Okay, Shoutout. I always feel weird when I say that. I feel like I'm butchering it. But they are collaborating with One Piece. I have no idea what it is. But this collection actually looks really cute. Like packaging-wise and presentation, it's very cute. If the color story was more like exciting for me, I would probably pick one up just because the packaging is so adorable. Like, look at that. So cute. Yeah, I don't know. If you guys know who it is that they're One Piece staff. Yeah, I don't... Comics, I guess? I don't know. But I just like the packaging. I think it's really pretty. This palette right here, I could get intrigued. I could get a couple looks that I really like, but I'm not going to buy a brand, especially since Shoutout, however you say it, I feel like is a pricier brand. Okay, I got interrupted by the kids, but anyway, I think I was just saying that I like the packaging, but I believe the brand is a little pricey, so I'm not planning to pick it up, but I just thought I would share. Let's keep it moving. We have this from Rose Glam Boutique. This color story is really pretty. I like that bright, really metallic green up there. I like the mix of green and the orange with that purple and that deep, what is that, blue-gray color when it comes to the mattes. I don't like the packaging though. I'm probably the only one who does, but I don't like that packaging. I'm not into the movie. I'm not really into Halloween, and I'm not really into creepy, so I'm not going to be picking it up, but when we're talking just about the packaging, I think it's really pretty and cute. Muse Beauty is coming out with lip glosses, I believe. They are going to be launching on the 24th, and they're launching with these two. I believe this top one is a little more of an opaque gloss, which is my preference, and then the bottom is more of just the sheer kind of a glossy look. There's really no color to it. So if I were to purchase and I wanted a lip gloss, which I don't need because I have enough, I would get the more opaque one on the top because that's the kind of lip gloss I prefer. Oh yeah, ColourPop came out with the Sandstone collection. This palette, while it's very neutral, like it oddly intrigues me. I don't know why. Like, I think it's the mix of the, you know, the green with the yellow with the orange and the brown. Like, I like those tones when it comes to my more neutral side. I really like those tones, but I'm not going to be picking it up because this yellow and this orange looks like mattes with glitter in it. ColourPop, can we please stop doing that? So annoying. So I'm not gonna be getting that. They have other things in the collection that, I mean, they're cute, they're pretty. I'm not really into the pots or the lippy sticks or the liners, so I'm not gonna be getting any of this, but for a hot minute, I was excited for this palette, and then I looked closer and I was like, why do you have to put glitter in mattes? Why do you have to ruin a good thing, ColourPop? This brand, Veshka, I think, maybe Veshka Beauty. I could be butchering that. They're coming out with a Lush Glow Creamy Lip Oil. I'm very intrigued. You guys know I love my Butter London lip oils, so the fact that I see another brand having lip oils that look like a very opaque, colorful lip, like gloss slash lip oil, I am very intrigued, and I have my eye on this brand. I almost placed an order. They're $26. I held myself back though because I have several still from Butter London, and I'm like, Katie, you don't need more. Like, why would you get more when you don't need it? But just seeing these lip glosses, or not lip glosses, seeing these lip oils, knowing that they're oils, I love when I can get an oil that'll do good things for my lips while giving it a lot of color. I was very tempted. Oh yeah, Real Techniques also is coming out with a new collection. I feel like I haven't heard much from Real Techniques in such a long time, so I wanted to give them a little shout out here and just say that I love Real Techniques formula. They're one of the first kind of brands that I got into when I kind of went a little more high end. Like I wasn't buying e.l.f., I was wanting to buy more expensive, so I went to Real Techniques, and I still have brushes in my collection from them because they're that good quality. So if you don't want to go as high as like Sigma, but you want to, you know, get better brushes than like Morphe or e.l.f., I would definitely recommend Real Techniques because their quality in their brushes are amazing. This is from Illuminati Cosmetics, and it's a collab with it's Isabel Bedoya. Yeah. This palette, this collection looks really pretty. Like that color story, I like a mix of the pastels with such deep shades on the bottom. It's a really pretty palette. I don't know the brand too much, but this palette caught my attention. And I thought it was really like cute. Like I said, it's got the pastels in it, which I feel like have been really big this year. And then it also has those bright colors in the middle, has the deeper colors. It's a nice mix. I think, oh wait, that's a little, oh, that's my timer. I think these might be pressed glitters though, which I'm not as excited for. Let me know if you've heard of Illuminati Cosmetics, because I hadn't heard about them until stumbling across this collab and this palette. Okay, I know my timer went off, but there were a couple more I wanted to hit, so I'm just going to cheat and jump around. This is Toffee Cosmetics, and this color story, I want it. Oh my goodness. Each one of these colors, like, yes, I know the browns are kind of similar, or, you know, not kind of similar, but, like, I have them in my collection, and the black, like, sure, I have them in my collection, but this all together, it looks so pretty, and I just kind of want it. Toffee Cosmetics, I hadn't heard of the brand before coming across this swatch video, and I was just like, who are they, where are they, and how can I get them? They are just so pretty, and then they're also coming out with shimmers, I believe. Sparkle shades, so I don't know if that's glitter or if that's shimmer or if that's metallic, but these colors, when we're just talking about the colors, they're also very pretty, beautifully paired with these two, like these two collections. I would buy them both in a heartbeat. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is glitter. If it's glitter, I would pass on it, but if it was like a metallic shimmer formula, I'd be all over it. Yeah, look at those swatches. Oh my goodness, those are just my tones when it comes to fall. Absolutely love it. So, oh, I just saw loose matte pigments. Darn it. I like pressed eyeshadows. I'm not really into the loose. Oh, darn. I just saw that. That's a bummer. Oh well. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on this brand. I'll definitely, you know, I'm following them now, so I'll definitely see their future launches. Makeup by Mario launched a new brand. I wanted to touch on this very quickly. I think it's unique that all of, like, everything about his brand is kind of focused on the, like, professional, I guess you could say, in that, like, this little pan right here, this little eyeshadow, it, like, has a little thing, yeah, like this, you could pop out so you could, like, mix your shadows together, which I think is just neat. It's very pretty. Like, everything about the brand is very, like, aesthetically pleasing because it's just so white and simple and just has by Mario on it. Like, I think it's all really neat. It seems very on theme for him. For me personally, I don't plan to pick anything up just because I'm not a professional, so this palette, I don't know, it's just like cute, neat idea, not for me though, and also it's an all shimmer palette. All the colors don't really grab me, so just not worth it to pick up, but that is an impressive kit right there. I'll be excited to see whoever, you know, any of my friends who get it and pick it up and review. I'll be excited to see what they say, but for me right now, huge congratulations to him, but I'm not going to be picking anything up. Pat McGrath is launching this collection right here, and everyone is going so crazy over it, and I'm just over here like, I just can't get excited for it, and I feel like I'm such an oddball out. Like, it's pretty, there is no denying, like, it is gorgeous. I was looking at, where is it, the swatches for this palette. Oh my goodness, it is beautiful. But the thing that I just can't get on board with is, I forget who shared, like, a picture of all the swatches, but the swatches just are, oh, here they are, they're right in front of me. The swatches themselves, I feel like you could half this palette or more and you would still get the same colors. Like, I feel like so many of these are just a little bit repetitive. Like, the golds, yeah, they're different, but they're just, like, so close. And I feel like it's just golds and purples in different hues, which I guess is the theme of the palette. But I feel like I've seen that from her before. Am I alone here? I don't know. It's just, there are aspects of this that I think are very beautiful. Like the, can you stop moving? Like this red down here. Wow, that shimmer red is pretty. This kind of dirty gold brown is really pretty. There are shades in here that I think are really pretty, but there aren't enough mattes for me. And then the shimmers themselves are just so very close that I just don't think it'd be worth me buying it to try it, to, you know, actually spend the money on it. So I'm not going to be purchasing it, but I know a lot of my friends are, so I will be watching their videos to see what they do with it. But yeah, that is her new palette. I don't know. I was just kind of bummed that she didn't have more more mattes in the collection, or mattes in the big palette, because I would have liked to see a little bit more mattes, and then, like I said, a little more difference between the shimmers. The quads, I was looking at, I was like, maybe you'll just get a quad since you don't want the big palette, but I'm not interested in that one at all. Not really interested in that one at all. Kind of interested in that one, but I'm not that big into blues to buy 4 shadows just for the one blue that kind of grabs my attention, so I'm not going to be making a purchase just because there's just nothing that really intrigues me. I've heard amazing things about Pat McGrath's formula, which is why I want to try her brand, but once again, this collection just didn't intrigue me enough to try it. Okay, I forget if I already said the last one was the last one, but this one's gonna be the last one, I promise, and then we'll be done. This is from Goss, Wayne Goss. Goss makeup artist is what I'm seeing staring at me, but I think his brand is just called Wayne Goss. But he just launched the duos, cheek duos, and I think they're just blush and highlighters. Yeah, blush and highlighters, and oh no, they haven't launched yet. I'm sorry, they're coming soon to Beautylish. This is really pretty. I would get down for, I feel like this, oh, can I stop? This peachy one would be very unique to my collection. Like, not to say that I don't have peach blushes, but there's definitely something that I don't have much of. I think I have 1, maybe 2. So I feel like that would be something unique. And also the highlighter is very much up my alley. But I have 2 drawers full of blush and highlighters, and I'm not that crazy about like blush and highlighters. You know, they're pretty, I enjoy them, I love a good highlight. Today I'm wearing Juvia's Place, but I don't like, I'm not that crazy about it that like eyeshadow palettes, I have enough to last me until I die and then 10 times more or 20 times more, but I still buy new ones because I enjoy it. I'm not really on that level when it comes to my blushes especially, and then my highlighters. Highlighters, I'm kind of getting more into them. I really enjoy trying new ones, but definitely blush, I just don't get that excited for them, so I'm not going to spend the money on it, but I figured I would shout them out that he is launching something new. And this is something that like I would get down for. Like if someone, not to say like not putting any ideas out there, but if my mom was to like give this to me or something, this would be something I'd be excited to try and to have, just because like I said, it's more unique. I like a good duo, and it's just the highlighter looks pretty up my alley and the blush looks up my alley, so I think it's a really neat addition and it tempted me a little bit. Alright, so that is going to do it for my Will I Buy It. I feel like I have a lash popping off. This is the first time I'm wearing this pair from Dame Boss. I think I got it in my Bijou Beauty box, but first time I wear lashes, I feel like, oh, they're just terrible because they need to be broken in a few times and then they're comfortable. But anyway, I'm sorry if there was a lash popping off. I don't think they look like they are, so we should be good, but they feel like they are. But anyway, that is going to do it for my Will I Buy It. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all the products that caught my attention and I saved. Let me know if you guys enjoy how I do my format, if you have any kind of constructive criticism, how I could change things up or do things a little bit differently that would make it more enjoyable for you who are watching it. Please let me know that down below in the comments. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. I hear Levi waking up, so perfect timing. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up on your way out, as it helps me in the whole YouTube algorithm. And if you enjoy these types of videos, maybe consider subscribing, because I do try to do this type of Will I Buy It, talking about new indie makeup releases about every 2 weeks. I don't know if you heard that, but that was Levi just yelling. But anyway, yeah, I do these about every 2 weeks, so if you enjoy that, you can stick around and I'll do another one in about 2 weeks or so, and we'll just talk about new indie makeup releases. But yeah, if you want to continue getting daily content from me, I'm over on Instagram, I'm LadyKatie92, and you can follow me over there to get just about daily content and a little peek at my life and my kids. But with all that said, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as always, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye guys.